Amir Adnani is the CEO of the Uranium Energy Corporation, and he joins us now from Vancouver. Thanks for being here.
It's my pleasure to be here. Thank you.
So I'm going to get to the broader story of uranium in just a moment, but first, sort of a company-specific question for you, because I've noticed not all of your plants and your projects are actually in production, though you have permits in place. Talk us through what the holdup is.
The holdup, not just for our company, but for most Western companies over the last decade, has been a combination of very fierce competition from state-owned companies of Russia and China in the nuclear fuel and uranium industry, and also depressed uranium prices that we experienced over the same time frame. Almost 80% of mine development shifted away from Western supplies towards countries like Kazakhstan, Russia, Uzbekistan, or parts of Africa. And so our company definitely is in a leadership position today in terms of having some of the largest ready to go into production resources and infrastructure in the United States and Canada. We've completed over $500 million of investments in acquiring new projects, again, in the West. And now more than ever, there is really a need to diversify away from Russian state-owned supply chains of nuclear fuel, of uranium. And this is really the movement afoot here that we're noticing. Again, most uranium mines in the West were either shut down over the last decade or were simply no new development took place. So this is the position we find ourselves in, right? Where all of a sudden our energy supply chains are being stressed due to geopolitical uncertainty. And there's a really important need to have to ramp up quickly the supplies of uranium. And to your point, and you pointed out very correctly, there's incredible demand for small modular reactors to be built. But again, how can we keep developing these new amazing technologies to meet our energy needs if we don't have the fuel, the uranium, to actually run them? And we have to keep depending on Russia. This is not an acceptable position to be in.
So as more and more countries look to nuclear power to meet their energy security and climate needs, how is your company positioning for this trend?
We do notice that, and we believe that the trend certainly is to rely on nuclear energy to meet decarbonization, electrification, and also energy security needs for all nations. I mean, look, even China is planning to build 150 reactors in the next 15 years. Our company really believes that Western countries will need to diversify away from Russian supplies. And that includes supplies coming from former Soviet Union states. And what we've done, as I pointed out, is to really take the view that in the United States and Canada, you have states, you have jurisdictions like Texas, Wyoming, Saskatchewan, that are mining friendly and welcome the development of uranium mines and also have the geologic settings and potential for it. So we have completed a number of transactions over the last year, and we have an 18-year history where during that period, we prepared for production to lead Western production higher. As I mentioned, we've completed over $500 million of investments and acquisitions, and building a portfolio in Canada and Saskatchewan, where you have some of the highest grade uranium deposits in the world. Saskatchewan would be like the Persian Gulf of the oil and gas industry, very rich, very big deposits, but also in the United States, where the US currently produces no uranium and is the world's largest consumer of uranium for power and electricity generation.
Do you see the U.S. changing that in any way?
Totally. I mean, we are one of the members of my team today, and over the course of this week has been in Washington, has in fact visited the White House. We're talking to individuals in leadership at the Department of Energy. The U.S. more than ever recognizes that it is a vulnerability, a national security vulnerability, to be so dependent on Russia. There's a bill in the U.S. Senate to potentially ban Russian uranium imports in the U.S. And the U.S. needs uranium, again, more than any other country on the planet for power generation and to support the development of small modular reactors. The U.S. plans to build 300 small modular reactors in the next 25 years. That's going to double its energy capacity from nuclear power during that time frame. How can that happen, again, without having domestic and very robust supply sources? So the U.S. establishing a strategic uranium reserve for the first time since the 1950s to purchase and stockpile uranium for the government account. And this is all on a bipartisan basis. we're seeing bipartisan support for nuclear energy, for developing domestic nuclear fuel capabilities. That's uranium, that's conversion enrichment. And again, this is quite historic because I can tell you as an entrepreneur, I founded my company 18 years ago. I have never seen in my 18 years this much support from Washington for nuclear energy on a bipartisan basis.
All right, Amir. Amir Adnani, the CEO of the Uranium Energy Corporation. Thanks for being here.